Basic Math, Chapter 7, Section 3, Reducing Fractions to Lowest Terms. To reduce a fraction, you divide the number and denominator by the same factor. A fraction is in lowest terms if you cannot divide any further. So we are talking about lowest terms, reducing a fraction until it cannot be divided any further. So if we look at our picture here, we see 6/9 shaded in. If we can divide the numerator by 3 and the denominator by 3, having the same number divide both the numerator and denominator will keep the fraction the same value. So 3 can go into 6 2 times, and 9 can be divided by 3 3 times. So 6/9 can be reduced to lowest terms, and it would be 2/3. Those are equivalent fractions. You can reduce a fraction to lowest terms, divide both the numerator and denominator by their greatest common factors. That would help you to do it more quickly. For example, reduce 15/20 to lowest terms. The greatest common factor, or GCF, is the largest of the common factors of the two or more numbers. So there's two ways to get 15, 1 times 15 and 3 times 5. Those are all the factors for 15. And for 20, you can get 20 by doing 1 times 20, 2 times 10, and 4 times 5. So we see a match that 5 is the greatest common factor. So that's step 2. The greatest common factor is 5. So then, since both 15 and 20 have 5 as the greatest common factor, divide both of them by that greatest common factor. 15 divided by 5 is 3. 20 divided by 5 is 4. So now we reduced 15/20 to lowest terms, which is 3/4. And we can't divide 3 or 4 by the same number to reduce it anymore. So let's decide first if each fraction is reduced in lowest terms already. We could just write yes or no. Can we divide it? Well, 1/3. We don't have any way to reduce 1 or 3 by dividing them both by the same number, because the only thing we can do is divide 1 by 1, and if we divided 3 by 1, it'd be the same thing. So yes, that is lowest terms already. Just put the Y for yes. Now, 3/9 has both a 3, and that can be divided by itself 1 time. 9 can also be divided by 3 times. So now it is in lowest terms. So this would have been a no. I just did that math. I think that's the next practice. Is 2/3 lowest terms? Yes, because 2 and 3 cannot be reduced. Is 3/3 in lowest terms? No. I forgot to put yes for 3. We can divide 3 by 3. 1/4 cannot be reduced any further, so it is in lowest terms because we can't reduce 1/4 by dividing any other number other than 1, and it's already the same. 3/5, we cannot reduce that at all. There are no greatest common factors between 3 and 5 other than 1. Number 7, that is not in lowest terms. We could divide that because it shares a common factor of 4. You can divide 4 by 4 and you can divide 8 by 4. What about 6/9? That is also not in lowest terms. It can be reduced because it has a common factor. We can divide 6 by 3 and we can divide 9 by 3. Therefore, we can make it a lower term. 3/4 is lowest terms because the only common factor between 3 and 4 is 1. 2/10. This is not in lowest terms because we can divide both 2 and 10 by 2. So it is not in lowest terms yet. So let's practice that math like we talked about. I'll take a look at these ones on the side for space. So 3/9. I think we already did this one on the other side, but we can divide both the top and the bottom by 3, and that will give us 3 divided by 3 is 1, 9 divided by 3 is 3. How about 7/49? If 7 can only be divided by 7 and 1, 49 can also be divided by 7. So let's do that and divide both the top and the bottom by the greatest common factor, which is 7. 7 divided by 7 is 1. 49 divided by 7 is 7. 6/10. 6 can be made by doing 1 times 6 or 2 times 3. 10 can be made by doing 1 times 10 or 2 times 5. We have 2 as a common factor. So if we divide both by 2, we will get 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3, and 10 divided by 2 is 5. There's two prime numbers. They do not have a common factor other than 1. 7/63. 7 divided by 7 equals 1, and 63 divided by 7 is 9. 1/9 is lowest terms. So if you'd like to practice some more for practice B, you can pause the video and find the greatest common factors between the numerator and the denominator. Divide both the top part of the fraction and the bottom part of the fraction by the same number that is the common factor, and then the result will be lowest terms. Some everyday problem solving. At Rita's Pizza Place, the same pizza pie can be sliced in eighths or sixths. Number 1, a pizza pie was sliced into 8 equal slices. Sam ate 2 pieces. What fraction of the pie did he eat? What fraction? Write the fraction in lowest terms. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? 8. And he ate 2 of them, so 6 are left. We can divide 6 and we can divide 8 by 2. And that would give us 3/4. Number 2, a pizza pie was sliced into 6 equal pieces. Irene ate 2 pieces. What fraction of the pie did she eat? Write the fraction in lowest terms. When you start working with fractions, now that we know how to put things in lowest terms, you always want to put your answer to a fraction problem in lowest terms, whether it says to or not. So it told us we had 6 pieces, she ate 2. We can see that means she has 4 left. And we can again divide by 2. And we'll get 2 over 3 this time. And then you can try number 3 for a little bit more practice with everyday problem solving. And then go to your workbook for Chapter 7, Section 3 for some more practice working with fractions in lowest terms. Thank you, and let me know if you have any questions.